This is the Iowa Weather Report for Monday, March 10th, 2014. Now our first look at the 0Z GFS model run. This is at 1 p.m. this afternoon. We have a shortwave trough over the north and west, a flow pretty much zonal across the country, big upper level feature over northern Old Mexico into Texas, and around here with that flow coming out of the Pacific, that's going to keep the temperatures way up there, back into the upper 40s north and east with the snowpack, to maybe low 70s in the west. Sioux City had a record high yesterday. They could get close to one later today. Going into Tuesday, a storm system comes in with colder air. Unfortunately, no more record highs by the looks of it. This could bring some rain, some snow, some sleet, some interesting weather. Sunshine over the far southeast could keep temperatures in the 50s with 30s in the north and west, but that's all going to move through the state here on Wednesday. Could see some lingering flurries around with highs in the 30s to low 40s on Wednesday with quite a bit of cloudiness around. Thursday, the temperatures do begin to increase once again into the 40s and lower to mid 50s from northeast to south and west with mostly sunny skies around. This also looks to be the case on Friday, but a frontal system will be kind of moving through the state. Very little, if any, clouds with it, no moisture with it. Temperatures still in the 40s to lower 50s from north to south across the state. And then on Saturday, we could see temperatures a few degrees even cooler, upper 30s north to maybe around 50 south. You can see a system to our north and west. That'll be coming in here on Sunday, and it's a lot weaker than it was yesterday. Yesterday, we had this big, humongous storm. Today, we have this little weak thing that could bring a little bit of snow or wintry mix in our southwestern counties during the day on Sunday. The bigger system will be developing across the Gulf Coast now. You can see the shortwave trough over the Gulf Coast south of New Orleans. You can see an upper level feature in eastern Canada. Another system dropping into the northern plains from Canada. With this is going to bring us maybe some snow activity or wintry mix here later into next week. We have a system over the Gulf that's going to be bringing a lot of Gulf moisture along the southeast coast and up into the North Atlantic. Going into the extended period, March the 21st, we have a ridge overhead, pretty much not quite overhead, just to our west, trough over the northwest, trough over New England and the Canadian Maritimes. With this pattern, this means temperatures will be at least warm as winds will be out of the south, so temperatures back into the 40s and 50s after a few days of it being at or below average to start out the extended period. And then at the end of the forecast on the 25th, we have pretty much a wavy pattern at this point, a trough over the Great Lakes and over the north and west into western Canada. And this would bring slightly cooler readings around, maybe a little bit of snow or a wintry mix, rain along the east coast into the Gulf, and also some rain amount of snow in the north and west, so it looks to stay relatively quiet, roughly speaking. Satellite image from last evening, we had some cloudiness extending from the west coast all the way across the east coast. Storm system off to our west, that'll be coming in here on Tuesday, and a storm over South Texas with a few clouds there as well. Watch warning map from last evening, we had some winter weather issues across Montana, Wyoming, into the Black Hills of South Dakota, and even northern Colorado. Some flood issues there as well, but outside of that, it is quiet across the country. QPF chart precipitation over the next 5 days. This is through Friday evening at 7 o'clock, showing precipitation around here maybe up to 0.2 of an inch or so in liquid equivalent, heaviest over the northwest, the Ohio Valley, and along the Gulf Coast.